first. Well, oh, that's not the right side. Just ignore this. This is land. Okay. Why is it? Oh, whatever. This is good enough. Probably. Let me just. Actually, I could just scale there. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna try and finish this game at least. This is cleaner new stack at train station. Father owns a large hut out there. And okay, I guess we're just gonna go on the train. I didn't click on the building, but it's okay. Conductor whistles. Was that my compartment again? Where's my blast ticket? What did the compartment say? Was it 9? Must be in the wrong car. Is this? Oh, excuse me. Not the right one. Can I just go through every single one of them? Good day, oh, I'm sorry. Who's this? Seems quite engrossed in that book. I'm not in the mood for a conversation today. I just want to find the right compartment. I guess we'll just keep going then. Oh, wait a minute. I take it at last. That's a 6, not a 9. This is the right one. And this is a 2 people we know before. Is this he taking? How far are you going? All the way to the end of the line. Are we on? Closure. Okay. What? Ooh, ouch. What's going on? Oh, he's not drunk anymore. That's not the short him until he's done checking login. Excuse me, yes. What brings you on this train today? Me? My family. I'll be sending them money. Very noble of you. I'll finally be able to help support them. Excuse me. Traveling far? What do you think? I'm headed south for a vacation. Is there any news? No front page, only local news. Anything about Vienna? Oh, Markert. Yeah, let's go. That's the painter. The shooting star. His art has so much truth to him. A concert, that's the concert that we talked about before. Former professor at the University of Vienna. The other, the mathematician? Yes, that's what it says. Oh, the metamorphosis. Venus a bird, I don't know that one. Photograph. Must have dropped it. It's me, yes. What brings you on the train today? Same as you, I bet. What are people next to you? The professor, Rekniksik, and her class. Oh, let's go. Her? The first women lecturer in mathematics at the university. That's me in the front there. It was one of the best lectures I had at the university. Okay, so this is like a trip or something? I don't know. I remember her duel with Zeller. I want to have been so lenient with him. They worked together afterward? Yes, for a while. But his sister died of tuberculosis soon after the duel. He became a prominent supporter of tuberculosis research. I had no idea. Professor Reknizik was funny too. She always managed to make us understand highly complex concepts. And she told great jokes too. Okay. That sounds like fun, right? That way, the change can be maintained, forming a new state over time. Why are they making noises? Either, did you understand what we just heard? Didn't pay attention, pay any attention again, did you? No, I did. But it was far easier to follow Professor Nenner's lessons. Oh, don't pretend. Professor Rekneksek is an exceptional teacher, even as a substitute. Look here, it's easy. It's all about change. Yes, I got all that. I had no clue what I was trying to do right here. There's something about monkeys. And instead of drawing a cake with some pie on it? Of course it is. Her joke is I started listening. Which one? What do you cross? Oh my god, that's such a bad joke. That is such an old joke. I can't cross a vector and a scalar. Oh my god. Destination has secondary change is the inverse of functional change. Imagine a dog that really needs to pee. Listen for a second, would you? If it pees, the liquid would be gone. It just move. Oh, for crying out loud, I wasn't finished your blockhead. Alright, go on. So the theory asks the question, can the amount of liquid change but stay the same? If the dog drinks water, the liquid will remain the same. Why are you being stupid about it? Oh. Well, I'm just here for the joke. That's what separates us from other sciences. We're looking beyond how something appears. We look for something deeper truth in everything it is, everything it could be. That reminds me of a joke. A theologian, a physicist, and a mathematician watch three people go into an empty room. After a while, 5 people exit. The theologian exclaims it's a miracle. Physicist scoffs. Clearly, there's been a measuring error. Well, obviously, there's a measuring error. If you keep rounding pi and e. Finally, the mathematician proclaims, if 2 go in, no one will be in the room. Another 2 go in, no one will be in the room. Confess I don't understand. Maybe not. But she did change a lot at the university. I remember when my cousin wanted to study physics. Many months ago. I hope you, sir. I'm here to speak to a member of the Radius. Are you indeed? They are a private gathering and not served, especially by a student. Fine, then I would like to use the lavatory. That's all right to you. Surely not. I will not be fooled again. It's very important I see the Radius. Young man, you're not getting in the room unless you pass the test. I had some bad experiences in the past. Very well, what is your test? Tell me the names of the 3 members in the Radius. There's no one by that name. Oh, of course I met Professor Reykjavik. How, how could you profess Miss Emma? I don't know. She's a heart and soul of the radio. Lovely woman. Well, may I enter now? No. Well, why not? I've asked your Well, maybe, perhaps. But you called Emma by the wrong name. So you must have known her well, which means I will not let you enter the radius. Please leave now. What's wrong? Can't you find the door? Fine, I won't bother the radius, but I'm hungry and thirsty. I would like to eat. You would not send away a paying customer, would you? Of course not. Thomas? Could you show the gentleman to a table? And do keep an eye on him. Certainly. Follow me, Miss. Me and her. Mary, I'll take a seat. I'll be right back. I don't think so. I just need to get past him into the radio. Oh, that's Victor Aller, leader of the Social Democracy Party. But wasn't in a hurry to meet Professor. Excuse me. I'll go and excuse myself. Excuse me? Yes? I'd like to order a cake. Certainly. What would you like? A piece of Sacher torte, please? Right away. Old man, unmoving. Maybe he's dead. The radius, finally. We snuck past. Ow, it's so hot. The food's so hot. I can't eat it. And what do we have here? Oh, I do believe that is one of my students. Theodore, isn't it? That's right, Professor Reykjavik. Well, come on in. What can we do for you? Theodore, it's good to see you. I apologize for bursting in on you like this. What can I help you with? I have a favor to ask of you. Oh, I have a cousin who wants to study physics at the university. Probably, come to me. Maria is a girl, a woman. Almost a woman. I understand all too well. She bright? Like the sun at midday. She wants to follow the path of Marie Curie. Oh, man. Marie Curie is insane. It's probably... She had the most... She had like 2 Nobel Prizes, right? I don't remember exactly. But she did a lot of things, man. Okay. I promise I'll do whatever I can to see that she's allowed to enroll. Thank you, Professor. Where's Professor Nether? I don't know. It's been missing for a while. Yes? Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, that's the guy that we were trying that uses here, right? Excuse me? Professor Roach? Is that you? Yes. Oh, but... You're not smoking. Have you given it up? No. I have a cold I can't seem to shake. Hope you get well soon. I've never seen his face before. Good day to you, Professor Zeller. Good day to you. I want to speak to Professor... Do I look like... Professor Eldritch always stays awake. Now I know how he does it. He naps in the afternoon. I rest my case. I must return to Serbia soon. Politics? What does my decision have to do with politics? I'll remember to ask when I get there. How long will you be gone? I doubt I'll be coming back. But who would I argue with? What will I do? I wonder if you would do me a small kindness about it. My cats. I cannot take them with me. Would you take care of them? Your cats? I will try. Thank you. It's not easy to leave them behind. At least I have something to remember you by. And argue with. Nice. See that photograph. Table is full of tableware and an empty bottle of wine. Professor Reckner's role was about all it took. So they would grumble and wave with their arms as usual, but in the end, Professor almost always prevailed. Maria was allowed to enroll. Was she an actual professor? Not officially, no, but that's what the students called her, and even some of the faculty members. A remarkable woman. I remember when she was leaving the university to write this book. Professor, why must you go to Manchester? Because my students all need much attention. Where will I find the time to write my book? Well, I for one didn't want to set this change. I'll miss you. I'll miss you all too. We need something to remember you by. I would have thought the mark I gave you on the last exam would be enough, Richard. Something to remember her by. Oh, a photographer. We should take a picture. However, that man is currently talking to another photographer. Pardon me? Excuse me? Doesn't seem to hear me. I'm glad the markets became shady. There were a lot of shady people here, according to the... It looked like they closed up a lot of the stalls, man. Hello, boy. Good morning. Can you and your father move? He's busy. I can see that. He needs to talk to that gentleman. It's a photographer, yes. You're gonna have to wait, just like me. Wait and wait and wait and... I get it. Can you help me? I'm bored. If you get something to play with, maybe I'll help you. I suppose you don't like vegetables. No. Eek, no, you can just wait, you know. That's apparently what good boys do. I think Lucas has something that might entertain the boy. Actually, can we just wait patiently? A couple minutes later, they're still here. I wonder what happens if we just keep waiting. Can we go now, please? Can you be quiet for just 1 minute? Oh, let's go. We just have to make some family members whenever it's convenient for you. Finally. Excuse me, yes. Can you take a group picture of me? My friends over there? Of course. So you have everyone in front of the camera. Professor, photographer, how about a picture? Perfect. A secondary change to maintain the state we are in now. I wonder if everything will change now. Let's go, train speeds. Man. Excuse me. Franz Marker, you know him? Yes, I know him, and his work. Quite well, as a matter of fact. Although we've never met. Oh, is it that guy? This copy is coming on nicely. Greta is showing my latest portrait in this evening in the saloon. I'm very proud of you. Tough subject, as you'll see. I'm sure you captured him or her admirably. Markert himself and another exhibition. More work for you, Paul, fellow. Thanks for inviting me, Markert. Hold it right there. He's right behind me. I need to hide somewhere. You want to escape this time? Stop, Weber. Sir. You dropped your painting. How could this be? Hold it right there. You keep it. What is it? It's one of mine. This is a misunderstanding. Oh, it's the girl and Nicole. That's her governor. Oh, have you seen little girl? Running away again. for you, given how you must be attracted to everyone. You're beautiful. Sir, I asked you about little girl Nicole. How's your gorgeous voice echoing to the street? Oh my god. No, my dear. Oh, thank you. You're wasting my time. Get out of my way. No, for a long now that you mentioned it, I just see what what's your relationship? I can tell you. Can you tell me your name? I don't think so. Halt. Oh. Remember me? Bro, what is with this guy? He's right behind me. What is even going on? Halt. You cannot escape. Oh, give me a second. Oh, I didn't read it. Blocking my way. Stay right there. Don't worry, officer. I can't run away. You got me. What am I supposed to do with that? Don't you dare move now. I can't climb the fence. Come in with me. Oh my. I encountered the markers often, but I was beneath their interests. I was invisible to them. Probably because I'm not a very outgoing person. I decided I should change. So you're a spirit artist? You copy famous paintings for the tourists? Something like that. Markert's earlier works weren't as sophisticated as his later portraits. Feels like he was an overnight sensation. I like to think the people around him, his patron Greta Lonizak, and even I in a small way helped him evolve so quickly. We were never formally introduced, but I made my presence felt. I wonder, is this the right place? I wonder if it's not. Can that be Lonizak the critic? Of course that is. Everyone knows her. Yo. What'd you call me? Who's that person? A failed artist? Or beggar? Maybe both. Oh, there's Markert. Yes, this is definitely the place. Such a distinguished audience. Just like this. I'll stand out like a donkey among... Right. Something. I need a disguise. Clothes make the man. I don't think anyone will mind me borrowing this jacket. Who is that? He certainly does not belong here. One of these might serve as a stylish scarf. There. Almost culture. Him again. Ah, riffraff. I should get a glass of wine. Excuse me. Seems I misplaced my glass. Here you go, miner. Yours. I just try to blend in by talking to some of the guests. Maybe someone who knows who his latest subject is. Doesn't look like the unveiling will start anytime soon. Good evening. Lana, do I know you from somewhere? You don't remember me? I'm terribly sorry, but I can't recall your face. I'm sorry, I can't seem to remember where we met either. Alright, well, if you do, please enlighten me. Gustav, yes. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, and yours, her? Weber. Paul Weber. Ah, yes. How do you know Franz Markert? Well, I discovered him. Were you not here when I introduced him? I'm afraid my aunt was terribly sick that day. I'm sorry to hear that. You know who Markert's latest subject is? He wouldn't tell me. But we shall see in a few moments, won't we? Please excuse me. We shall have to wait there. Waiter. Waiter. We don't have to know about the guests here. What would you like to know? You often work at events like this? Yes, when I'm not serving the cafe. I try to focus on events of cultural significance. How could you tell what's culturally significant? Oh, you must be joking. Just look at the people that are gathered here. Creme de la creme of Vienna. Last time I saw them all in one place was when I waited tables at her Klimt's birthday. Ah, interesting. It is, isn't it? Well, thank you. Klimt's birthday. Lana Zach must have been there as well. Maybe. Man. Oh, there were so many there. You must excuse my hazy memory. There's no trouble. What do you want to speak to me about? I was wondering about... who Markel will paint next. Who knows? He's a driven person. There's no doubt about that. It's hard to predict what would pique his interest next. So I've noticed. Was there anything else? Tell me about what you've been doing these days. Oh. Rather personal question. What do you say? I'm sorry. I so look forward to your perceived. Well, was there anything else? Tell me about. Do you know who his latest subject is? You see soon enough, will you not? Nevertheless, from what I heard, he or she was a challenging subject. I could tell it was someone he was quite familiar with. I mean, I painted you as the last person, so... Excuse me. Let's watch the unveiling. Keep painting, Marker. We can make a fortune together. You're an art dealer? Yes, I have galleries in Paris. Brussels, everywhere. Here's my card. I'm always pleased to see new patrons. Whatever. And I've sold a couple of yours already. Clint. Since none of us know what tomorrow might bring, I might as well confirm what you already suspect. I am a forger. You copy an artist's work and sell it as the original? Only fine art, I understand. There's so much dreck on display these days. I copy only the best. You've copied more than one Marquette, I take it. How can I not? Marquette was a dream come true. Copied several of his earliest works and sold them to the rich tourists who knew no better, but decided to concentrate on your own inspiration. Shall I list you the artists whose works was only discovered after they were dead? I rather not waste away from my rewards. My mistake. What were you gonna say? He outgrew both himself and unfortunately me. It's gonna be you, right? Time for the unveiling of France's newest work. Who will be any ideas? His subject from all his classes, all walks of life. It's impossible to know. I hope it's a man. He's said to have a few affair with all his female models. You mean you hope he paints you? Of course, I would be honored. Oh, who is this? His grandpa? Well, I knew at once there was no way I could copy that. Have you seen his most recent painting? Yes. His work has turned darker of late, and said the light we're going out of the world. Very cool. It's closure as in it's just closing up everyone's stories, right? Seeing what happens afterwards, probably. Because now we know what happened afterwards of, I don't know how to pronounce her name. The female mathematician, and now I'm assuming Theodore is going to be related to... Let's hear her ending. I'm assuming we're just... You know any other songs? I know one. I could try it. I know that piece. The Lion song. I was sure that was different. Dorfeld composed it. I know as well. It's a classic. And I couldn't walk across the university without hearing someone rehearsing it in music school, or humming it on the way to class. She's my sister. Oh right, and Moser is my uncle. I usually tell when someone's lying to me. I think our friend here speaks the truth. Nonsense, look at his clothes. The farmer's idea of dressing well. Excuse me? Yes? Shouldn't be long now. Tell us about your sister. Wilma didn't always live in Vienna. We grew up on a farm with Mama and Papa and me. But one night, that all changed. Yeah. A few years ago. Well played, big sister. We have to hurry. Papa told us to be home before 10 and collect the money. The young one plays well. Wilma's self-taught and she writes many of her own songs. What's that you say? She's self-taught? Do you think I'm deaf? I suppose elves made her violin. She taught herself to play and Papa brought her the violin and milk. Oh. Well, here then. Thank you. I'm glad you liked what you heard. Send your sister over, boy. I have something I'd like to discuss with her. If you enjoy the song, could you spare a few kronen? Is that all? That isn't all I want to enjoy. She plays the violin for money, that's all. I'll pay up or shut up. Watch your mouth, Twig, or I'll snap you in two. I was just trying to, Oak tree. Sir, my songs are meant to soothe, not sour. I'm sure Otto and my papa and my three uncles would not take kindly to anyone who spoiled the mood. She's right. There are a fearful lot of Dorfels. Very spooky. Don't you want our money? Oh yes. Here. Money for the music. Thank you. Please give my regards to your wife. I could have beaten him. Someday I'll show you how strong I am. Could have handled these ruthless boys. I don't recognize him. And he looks like he could have at least some coins on him. This is Professor Capen. He has an offer for Wilma. And what do you want with my sister? Young man, I assure you my intentions are honorable. Oh, I am Author Capen. Here's my card. As you see, I'm a professor of musical theory from Vienna. It's only by chance that Professor Capen stopped at the inn on his way to Salzburg. He was impressed with Wilma's songs and told us he would try and arrange a scholarship for her in the institute where he taught. It was a dream come true for her, one our parents could not have paid for. Her compositions were good even then. Yes, Professor Capen said her ear was mature for her her age. I used to tease her after that about her old ear. It was like growing up with a prodigy like Wilma. Haha, a prodigy, Wilma. She was years older than Mozart. Most girls her age were already married. Okay then, what was it like growing up with your big sister? Well, of course big sisters are given younger brothers to tease. Of course. She could hear music even when none was played. I guess it came from inside her. She closed her eyes and listened, lost to the world. And naturally you were respectful of that. Naturally. Well, no. It was the perfect time to steal her violin and hide it. Perfect. Why is this guy just saying stuff, man? This is what con artists are like, right? Several years ago. I'll show them that I could play too. Alright. It's right there. I just need to wait for the right moment. Back here, Wilma should not be able to see me. Careful now. Need to get closer. Oh, I messed up. Otto. I'm telling you, it wasn't easy. It took skill and daring to steal that violin. Where'd you hide it? Oh, someplace out of the way, but safe. I didn't want anything to happen to it. Again. Did you take up the harmonica because of your sister? I guess I did in a way. But my papa gave it to me. I'm not very good at it. At least not as good as Wilma. There was always music in her. It's just another story. He asked a lot of questions. I'm a journalist. Well, at least I was. There isn't much more to tell. It was after Wilma got her violin. We don't have much, or naturally, I was jealous. He has come and the trees lost. I don't know the song. And now the clouds fall in the blue sky, and the spring song is sung. Well done, both of you. Again, Tinky Winky. Oh my, what is it? Did we miss it? No, you played it as written. We sang it as written. Here we go again. And what is wrong? Can't you hear it, Papa? This passage here, and this cloud floats. Now clouds float. The notes are boring. Always singing like that. I want to sing it the same way, but it's boring. Now hold on, both of you. Papa, you need to play better notes. Can't you hear how exciting it could be? Show me. Me? You play, Papa. Not Wilma. Let your sister try, Otto. Fine. Alright, show us. Like this? That's very good. The notes don't have to be so well matched. Each can have its own life. Aha! Go on, keep playing. Wait. Shall we change what we sing to? Oh? What you have in mind? I come with something too. Let's see. My papa is strong. And she's playing all wrong. Otto, you will not sing that. Clouds are gone. We're sitting and sinking. And flowers have sprung. Alright, we can sing that if you want to. Now Wilma, play. There, can you play it like this? No, you're right. That violin is yours, Wilma. Keep it. Play it. Make it your music. She trembled. Took down the violins in her hand. Her eyes were shining. That was the beginning. I wish I had heard her in concert. I wonder when I'll hear another concert. There'll always be music, I think. Even here. 22, so we're at the very end. So we heard all the characters now. Gentlemen, you have done the impossible. You have taken mine from our destination. I thank you. Not so fast. You are a journalist. You must have a story to tell. Alas, it is a short one. I wanted to write, but my family was against it. Baron's son must naturally be in the military, so I couldn't continue writing. I wish I had a story like one of yours. The four of us are certainly headed for a story of some kind. Although yours will be somewhat different, I think. How do you mean? We three are enlisted men. 5th Army here. The same. 5th Army, yes. Headed for the camp west of Green of the River. But you are an officer. 6th Army, yes. It's that obvious? Not only that, but you boarded the train at Wiener Neustadt. Military academies there. Suppose it goes without saying, but I'd rather write. Write the stories we told you. They're a record of the life we may never see again. Write what you see in the coming weeks, months. Someone must write it down, so there will be nothing. There will never be another war like it. Think it'll be over soon, don't you? Oh, no I don't, but I agree. Write the stories we told if you feel they have value. But write too, We'll have the men you lead. Their stories matter even more. Are you going to the war to support your family? It's why Wilma left home. Now it's my turn to help. I have no talent, but I have no talent to speak of. It doesn't take much talent to point a rifle and pull the trigger. More than you might think, young man. I'll tell you this, I'm no coward. I'll be in front of the charge. Think about what you just said. If he wants to die, just let him. Your sister had talent. Yes, your sister had talent, but she did not just waltz on top of the stage. It took time and effort to become who she is now. Yes, and she did wait and listen. Her music was truthful and aware, but I gave my word. I'll fight until my last breath if I must. Playing the hero. What's wrong with that? I can see you're working yourself up. Why not? I'm going to war. You must prepare for what's coming. How your sister prepared for writing her song? She wrote to me once about a friend that she called. He was there for her when she was all alone. But who do I have? Your comrades in arms must trust you, just like your family trusted in Wilma. That song will remind you of home, of family, friends, loved ones. I won't let them down. You will if you rush heedlessly into enemy fire. You cannot be thoughtless. To be thoughtless is to be blind. Blind? I don't understand. You must stay alert, stay away. Where? You've been in this situation before. Your story, the men of the inn where your sister played. Your family needed the money, and you swallowed your anger and took it. I should have never taken that money. I never should have taken that money. Staying calm, you make it sound easy. It's not. It's the most difficult thing there is. Wilma's choices seem to have had great influence on your life. But even watching from the sidelines, I was changed. Would you think about what I've said? Yes, I will. Paul, why are you on this train? I'm not interested in hearing your platitudes. You help me and let me help you. You can't. Why? Tell me why you enlisted. I didn't, Lieutenant. I was drafted. Theodore, why did you enlist? Because war is madness. Oh, that makes so much sense. How did war start? Greed for wealth or land? Fear of those who are not like us and therefore must mean us harm? Revenge for the zealots' bullets? And you think you can stop all that? Probably not. Not by myself anyway. But I thought I could at least try. I know that sounds foolish. Do you mean you have political ambitions? Yes. Who makes the decision to make war? Politicians, not soldiers. More politicians spend time facing an enemy bayonet to bayonet. Maybe they would try harder to find another solution. It's easy to just let things play out. I've always been too passive, waiting instead of doing something. I need to change. You sound very passionate about this. And naive, I suppose. Your sincerity is obvious. Your professor taught you well. I wouldn't call her disguising herself sincere. I understand why she did it though, of course. Do you? How do you mean? There might be more truth in that disguise than you can see. I've given it a lot of thought. I want to inspire the people. I don't know if I could do it. You have the courage, I see in you. You see more in me than I do, naturally. Just like Resnick. How so? Wouldn't you call it brave that your professor took over Nenner's classes? Yes, of course. Extraordinarily so. But how am I brave? You're putting your life on the line for your beliefs. And what if people listen? How do I know that what I'm proclaiming is what's right? You're a scientist, are you not? What of it? You can't know if you're right. But when there's new data, you adapt your theory. Regnick did in the duel with Zealot, remember? She could have destroyed his career. But something changed in that lecture hall. She acknowledged his efforts and respected him. Yes, together they accomplished so much more. I wish I could be as sure as you are. You study mathematics, you won't understand odds, of course. I would bet on you. I'm sure your professor would too. It does sound like something she would do. Based on all you told us, it seems. The changes she brought was not just for her, but for everyone. What do you mean by that? She did not just focus on her own theories. She changed something in others around her through her teaching. And I can too. Train engine whistling. Whistle, whistle, whistle. We're almost there, and I must change. My men must see me in uniform. We're coming to the station. Where's Paul? He left just after you did. I don't think he'll be joining us at the front. He won't if he gets shot deserting. He must still be on the train though. I will go and look for him. Soldier, did a man pass through here? No, sir. Carry on then. Yes, sir. So you're leaving us? Are you going to try and stop me? Your story was amusing, running away from the police. I'm glad you were entertained. I think you're used to running away. I'll die out there. Maybe. Maybe we all will. But if you run now and you're caught, no maybes, you will die. The police caught you before too. This time I won't run, I will hide. What makes you think you know me, son of a baron? I don't. But think about it. Copy Mark Hurt one last time. He didn't shy away from challenge. But he didn't even dare paint his greatest critic. The train is slowing. Will you sound the alarm? No, it's your destination. You're right, you will make a good leader. I'll do my best. Please leave me now. I have a decision to make. Gentlemen, we go to different battles, but I will be proud to have you in my command. I'll do everything in my power not to fail my men. If I fail them, I'll be failing you. My name is Albert Voll. Everyone calls me Bert. Theodore Lechner. Otto Dorfel. Dorf. 1914, shortly after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Men were drafted at the beginning of the First World War. Otto went to war to defend his family and his country, but he got to see his parents again. Shortly after his arrival at the camp at the west of Drina, Paul shot himself in the foot. He eventually returned to Vienna and Prague. In the 4 years of war, something inside of Theodore changed. Pursuing a career in politics, he swore to prevent a war at all costs. For a short amount of time, Wilma's music was a huge success. She was the darling of all of Vienna. But one day, Wilma returned to her hometown. While she never stopped writing music, she took up teaching it. One late afternoon, a woman stepped into Leo's Adonis and she sat down silently when asked what she'd like to have. He smiled and answered, "A plate of your world-famous dumplings, Leo's." The music that brightened the early years of the 20th century fell silent after the outbreak of the war. Franz Markert must have done something to change his grandfather's mind. He began climbing again too after his grandson's success. Franz became a central member of the new art movement in Vienna. His unique view of the world inspired many across all disciplines. Franz was drafted 1 year after the war broke out. In the brief quiet before dawn, he drew layers of his comrades. In 1918, Gustav Klimt died, marking the end of an era. Emma Renneksek moved to the United Kingdom, accepting an offer to become a lecturer for mathematics at the University of Yorkshire. Throughout the 20th century, many scientific discoveries were credited to Emma's proof of the Resnick's day. Emma kept writing to Nicole for the rest of her life. Nicole found she didn't hate quite as many things as she used to. During the war, the University of Vienna was transformed into a military hospital. The lessons continue to be learned whenever students and teachers can meet. The First World War came to an end in 1918. Total number of military and civilian casualties amounted to more than something million. 38 million lives. Then I guess that is technically closure. In a way, in a sense. Yeah, so what do I think about the game? I think it's nice on the storytelling part, but if you're like even a bit interested in some of these topics, it's gonna be like, if you're interested in music, you're gonna be like, I feel like I'm not getting what I want in a deal. If you're interested in, I'm more interested in math stuff, so kind of sad it didn't show anything specific. You know, I think it would have been cool to see just all the symbols on the board, to see the proofs on the board. You know, then again, it wasn't really a proof because it was developing a new thing. But at least she was writing axioms, so I was assuming she was just developing a new branch or something. Can't hear you. Hello?
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 That's cool. You're listening to Black Magic Blazing. Look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Grass. I can't pronounce any of these names. No one waited patiently. Well, I guess that game is that. That was interesting. It was more like a visual novel, I guess. Point and click visual novel. It was decent, for sure. I wouldn't say it's amazing. And I'm gonna just end it abruptly like that.